Well, welcome to the market wrap for June. Lee Martin from Bellarine Property, letting you know what's happening around the entire area. Now, if you had told me only 8 or 10 weeks ago that we'd be standing here at the end of a month with about 24 sales on the board, there's just no way that I would have believed you. But here we are after an incredible 4 weeks in June, building on a pretty solid May with an incredible amount of sales activity. Now, what is that down to? Well, of course, there's been some government incentives to help prop up the property market. Obviously, $25,000 for the home builder scheme. So if you buy titled land and decide to build, you now get an additional $25,000. And that applies also to first home buyers who were already getting $20,000 to build in regional areas such as the Bellarine Peninsula. And they're paying no stamp duty, so there's around $65,000 for first home buyers as we speak, and $25,000 for those that meet the income criteria. Now, in terms of new listings coming to the market, I'll go with the renovation theme, starting at Broome Cottage, 3 The Avenue in Ocean Grove, a huge residence that was built, I think it was about the second home in Ocean Grove, built around 1890. Over the last 18 months, 24 months, it has undergone an incredible transformation. There has been absolutely no detail spared. A Hamptons theme applying throughout. It's got unbelievable views down the Bowen River toward the Bluff. And in Drysdale, a property we've actually sold before, about 3 years ago. It was incredibly popular then. It was a big residence that hadn't been updated in the last 20 years. The new owners have come in and done one of the best renovations on acreage I've seen in my time here. Now I'm talking about Murdoch Lodge, 235 Whitcomb Road, an 11-acre property with unbelievable views to the south over the neighbouring farmland and out to Bass Strait, even ships rolling through on a nice clear day. There is not a single room in that house that has not been updated comprehensively and to a very high standard, so we look forward to the response as that one drops online. Now, in terms of sales activity, sales for the month so far, we've had 24 sales. We've got 10 offers on the table being negotiated, meaning that 24 sales for June will likely end up in the 30s, which again, if we go back a couple of months, there's no way we thought the market would be where it is now, and it doesn't really show any signs of slowing down. And why is that? Well, we're just not listing as many properties as perhaps we normally would. So we've listed 16 in June, which is a little down from our average, which is great news for sellers. There is a surplus of buyers around, and with a shortage of stock as we head into spring, which is always that great time to sell, we should see market conditions continue and may even improve further if the current lack of stock continues. Now, as I mentioned, sales activity for June has been fantastic and well up on what we expected. Some of the highlight campaigns that have run through the month was the sale by the Ocean Grove team of 7 Battersea Rise in Ocean Grove for $805,000, which is in that Colandina zone of Ocean Grove. That's gone exceptionally well and is one of the higher prices we've seen down there in recent times. In terms of what's been happening around my area in the northern part of the Bellarine market, areas like Curlewis, Drysdale and Clifton Springs and St Leonards, again, that titled land bonus, the home builder scheme, has really seen land that may have sat on the market for 4 to 6 months in some areas getting snapped up really quickly. And that's probably in equal parts by first home buyers looking to cash in on up to $65,000 of incentives. But on the other side of things, we're getting retired couples making that shift down from Melbourne, looking to build the home that they'd always dreamed of in their retirement. Now, of course, there is uncertainty around. We don't know what the next few months will hold, but all we can say is if you are thinking of selling, we know the conditions are great right now. Take advantage of those. Come September, October, it may back off slightly if the economists are right, although the Bellarine is performing incredibly well and we do hope that that continues. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next month.